Finally! Oh my god. 3 years waiting for this damn film. About damn time. Welcome to the show. What's going on, guys? Kevin the Movie Dealer here, and I'm here to tell you and review a non-spoiler / spoiler review of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, what does that mean? That means I'm going to start the show with a non-spoiler, my overall thought, and then I'm going to put a little note right here saying spoilers. That means I'm going to get into spoiler talk. That means if you have not seen it, I would not recommend you listen to the rest. So let's start with the spoilers. My overall thought on the film, I really enjoyed it. Now, when people are going to come up to me saying, you know what, this movie was a pile of crap, I'm not going to argue because, yes, there are a lot of problems with this movie. A lot. And I'm going to get into that when the spoilers come out. When I'm talking about it, of course. But my overall thoughts, I had fun with it. I enjoyed some of the characters. I'll get into that soon. The fight scenes were incredible. I loved the fight scenes. They were so fun. Oh my god, they were so fun. What else? Some of the action shots were just fantastic. And yes, Benny boy, you are the best damn Batman. Period. I grew up with the comics. I grew up with the animated series. I love the Arkham Asylum games. Ben is Batman. He's Batman. And he is a great Bruce Wayne. I don't think anyone thought he was going to be a bad Bruce Wayne. I think people just thought he was going to be a terrible Batman because Ben is just amazing. He has been a lead actor for decades, man. I'm like, my god. And he looks like the freaking character. He looks like him. If you put all the actors who played Batman, you're going to be like, all right, Ben looks like Bruce Wayne the most. And he did a phenomenal job. So, my overall thought, I had fun with this film. There are problems. Some of the editing is a bit off. But overall, I do think this is the type of movie, the more and more I watch it, the better it gets. Unfortunately, it did not meet my expectations, and I have to admit, a 3-year wait for that film was a bit of a disappointment. I'm going to have to be honest. It was. It kind of was. But I still think it's a good film, but it kind of was a disappointment. Now, what I want to do now is go over the 3 reasons why I think, not the critics. The critics just don't like this movie because of the plot. It's all over the place. But what I want to go over is the 3 things, my 3 theories on why I think some fans are just hating on this movie. And yes, the plot is part of it. Oh, definitely. But I think the 3 main reasons, these 3 are the main reasons why even fans are crapping on this movie. Number 1. The 3-year wait. 3 years waiting for one damn film. Some people have been waiting decades for this film because Batman and Superman been around for 75 years. 75 years! And they've been in movies and TV since, God, I don't know, like the 30s or 40s or something like that. And we finally get these 2 superhero icons on the big screen for the first time, and it's just really not what fans expected. I honestly think they kind of announced this movie a bit too soon before they knew what it was. I think when they were like, okay, what should we do for the Man of Steel 2 sequel? What if we put Batman in it? What if we had Batman fighting Superman? Comic-Con's next week. Let's go announce it. I think that's exactly what happened. Like they didn't know what it was going to be, and then like a few months later after the announcement, they're like, "Oh, we actually have to think of what this movie's going to be about." And for the last 3 years, people have been hearing, like, from the actors, producers, writers, and the directors, like, about characters and all that, about the story, and the movie just did not turn out what people thought it was going to be. It didn't turn out what I thought it was going to be at all. No. I thought it was going to be completely different than what it was. Number 2, the marketing. The marketing started off really strong. I'm going to say that. The first teaser that came out, I believe, April vacation of last year. That teaser was fantastic. It really captured the tone, and it got everyone pumped. Great, great teaser. Then the Comic-Con trailer came out, which I still will say today, that trailer, I swear to God, that is one of the greatest trailers ever made. That trailer is amazing. Like, oh my God, it was fantastic. Then trailer 3 came out, and yeah, that trailer really killed the film. It really hurt the film. Like, for me, after watching that trailer, I was watching the movie, I knew what was going to happen because of that trailer. If you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. The last 30 seconds of the film just killed the final act. Like, that trailer was not for a Batman v Superman movie. It was for the Dawn of Justice movie, which is the same thing. It's just the same title. But, like, I don't know. It wasn't good marketing. It was a dumb idea. They showed Doomsday. Like, there was rumors going around that part of the film, with the Trinity coming together and Doomsday, like, there was like a rumor going on that was like halfway through the movie. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was exactly what everyone thought it was. It was the final act of the damn movie. And it killed it for me because I knew everything that was happening in the movie, I knew where it was leading. I knew exactly where it was leading. And it just pissed me off, and I think it pissed a lot of people off because they knew what was going to happen, where it was going. And it just drove everyone nuts. Number 1. And this is just for me, really, but this is the number 1 thing that I was just really mad about when it came to this film. This film has the wrong effing title. Oh my God. Like, really? Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Batman v Superman, it's not even about them fighting, man. It's not. It's not about them fighting. It's really... Alright, I guess you can consider this spoiler, maybe. I'm not really giving out any plot lines, but it's basically Batman doing his thing, Superman doing his thing, Lex doing his thing, and then something happens to make them fight. They fight for a little bit, and then they just move on to the next thing. Like, it was no big deal. Like, there was no build-up. And that's what, like, kind of we all thought this movie was going to be. Like, the whole movie was going to be, like, just build-up to the big fight. And it really wasn't. It wasn't at all. It was just Batman, Superman, and Lex just doing their own things, which weren't really that connected, I guess. And Superman and Batman just end up fighting, and then something else happens at the end. Okay. No, first, hold on. I want to say this. If this movie was titled Batman and Superman World's Finest, I think people would enjoy this movie a lot better. And the thing is, my first complaint on this movie, when I think it was on 2 years ago when they announced the title, that was the first thing I hated. They announced the title after the casting of Ben Affleck, which, by the way, when they announced it, I loved it. I loved that casting. I thought that was perfect and genius. But when they announced the title, I hated the title. I hated it. I thought it should have been a different title. I literally thought it should have been World's Finest, or Batman and Superman World's Finest. I was right all along. I was right 2 years ago. I was right. They didn't. The title of this movie is wrong. It's just wrong. Okay, now let's get into spoilers here. Spoilers. All right, guys. So this is part of the film, or the video, I'm sorry, where I'm going to be mainly talking to the people who have seen this movie. Okay? I'm going to start off with the things that bothered me, and then I'm going to end this video on a nice note by the things that I loved. Okay. First thing, we start the movie with watching Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed again. We gotta see that again. Like, we know, damn it, how it happens. We all know. It's like Jesus, it's like Jesus dying on the cross. It's a story we all know. We don't need to see again. Mel Gibson. Like, oh my God. But I will say this one was probably the best shot one we've seen. Oh yeah, it was beautifully shot. And then I remember sitting in theaters when he fell in the cave. I was like, this is a lot like Batman Forever here. And then when the bats came and started like lifting him up, I was like, oh no, the hell is this? Oh no, no, don't do it. No, oh, this just looks stupid already. And then he says, like in the dream, the bats lifted me up. I was like, oh, okay. And by the way, Batman has a shitload of dreams in this movie. He's got like 3 or 4, and I thought that was a little bad writing. The writing in this movie is, for an Academy Award-winning writer, Chris Terrio, like, what the hell, man? What were you doing? It's like you really don't know these characters at all, in my opinion. Okay. Then it starts off with seeing Bruce Wayne's perspective of the ending of Man of Steel with Superman fighting Zod. That was great. That was fantastic. I love that. That got intense, emotional with the girl when he's asking like, "Where's your mommy?" And she points to the burning building. Oh my God, that was so good. I love that. And like you could just see in Ben's face, he was pissed. Oh my God, that was a great scene. I have to admit, some of the trailers did kind of kill some of the best scenes in the film. Yeah, I will admit. Now, our introduction to Batman, the scene was really cool. The scene when the cops come in the basement, like these like women in like bars or whatever, and like behind a jail cell. I don't really know what the hell was going on. They don't really explain it that much, but it's fine. And then like the cop comes upstairs and he just hears all this like beating, and it's like Batman beating on the guys, and then the cop's like flashing his lights around, and it's like a very like scary tone. This scene's very scary, and I really like that. That is really Batman right there. And he's like looking around and he sees the criminal and he's freaking branded. That was cool, but we've seen that in the trailer like a dozen times. But here's the thing I didn't like. When you like he's like roaming around, like looking around the room with the criminal branded, and you see Batman like behind him, like fucking like Spider-Manning it on the wall, and it just looked so fucking stupid. He was like just in the corner of the wall, like, "Don't fucking look at me. Don't you fucking look at me." And then he like crawls on the walls and shit, and like that was cool. But I just thought that shot of the way Batman looked on the wall was just so fucking awkward. Like, don't you fucking look at me, man. Like, shit, is he gonna look? Is he gonna look? Is he gonna look? Like, I just thought that was a little bad. But that scene itself, the tone was fantastic. That was a great scene when it came to the tone. Some of the editing is kind of weird. And you'll hear that a lot in a lot of reviews. The editing is kind of funky if you really notice and really look for it. It is like, there's this scene with Alfred and Bruce, like they're in some sort of like it look like a goddamn swamp house in my opinion, like a really nice swamp house. And like Alfred goes like, "You are invited to the Lex Luthor party." And then like literally the scene right after that, like literally right after, is Bruce just looking at the bat suit. Like you see in the trailers, that intense look he gives in the trailers. Like it's that scene, and then he looks at the Robin scene, then he goes to the party. I was like, the hell? It's like that was a little weird. I got the idea. I just thought the editing of that was just crap. And it kind of felt like it was just shoved in there. And it just wasn't good. A lot of things about this movie wasn't really executed that well. And here's the thing. There are people that say there are plot lines that just do nothing for the story. And mainly, I think most people are talking about the Lois Lane storyline, which is kind of our Superman introduction. We see Lois Lane in Africa or some shit. We don't really know what the hell she's doing there. And then, like, shit goes down. And then, like, people are getting shot at and shit like that. And then Superman comes in and, like, fucking just flies at the guy. And looks like, and that guy, like, he's fucking dead. He went through, like, 3 walls. That motherfucker is dead, by the way. I just want everyone to know. That fucker is dead. Like, everyone's shitting on that scene. I like that scene. But, like, it's what happens after, like, what is Lois's, like, plot line. Like, everyone says that's, like, that was a useless plot. And here's the thing. It's not. It's not, but how they executed it, how they made it connect to the film was fucking awful. It was just fucking awful. The whole bullet thing, and she's, like, looking for it, and then... like, she's trying to figure out what the hell it is, what's it made of, where it came from, and all that shit. And people thought, just like, what the fuck is the point of this? And then we find out it's from Lex Luthor's company. And we'll get into that later. Let's start now. Let's get into Lex. Lex Luthor. Everyone's like blaming Jesse Eisenberg. And I actually think he gave a pretty good performance. Like, I've seen a lot of Jesse Eisenberg movies. And I gotta say, Lex Luthor is probably his second greatest performance he's given in a movie. Because all of his other movies, I just see fucking Jesse Eisenberg. In Zombieland, Adventureland, Now You See Me. I just fucking see Jesse Eisenberg. But in this movie, I did not see Jesse Eisenberg. I saw this fucking psychopath. Like, so, kudos to him. But the two things that kind of, well, mainly the one thing that pissed me off. The second thing is, we don't really know what the fuck his motivation is. Like, that didn't really bug me, but it's just, again, bad writing. Like, that is one of the most important things you need to do for a villain, is show why the fuck he's doing this. Like, that's just like basic writing skills right there for a movie. You need to show what the hell your villain's motivation is, and that's fucking, they just did not do that in this film. And that's just bad writing. That's amateur writing. But that didn't bother me that much. What really bothered me about this fucking character is I don't understand why the fuck they would want to change the character that much. I don't fucking get it. Lex Luthor in the comics, a lot of people don't know, like some of my friends and all that, they don't really know who Lex Luthor is in the comics. He is literally the most realistic fucking character in the DC comics. You know what his character is? He's a billionaire businessman that's an asshole that hates Superman. That's it. That's, holy shit. Like, 3 of those characteristics, that's like fucking, like, that's pretty much every goddamn businessman, every billionaire in this world. And he's dark and intimidating. Basically, this is Lex Luthor in the comics. Kevin Spacey in House of Cards. That's pretty much Lex Luthor in the comics. Now, can you imagine, now, don't you think Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, that tone of the film, don't you think a character like Lex Luthor, I'm like, just imagine Kevin Spacey in House of Cards. Imagine his character in Batman v Superman. Don't you think that would fit in the fucking film? Yeah, it would. Fucking stupid. I don't get why the fuck they would change it that much. Stupid. But you know what? I'm curious to see where the character goes. I want to see what happens to him. So, we'll see. What other things about the plot? All right, let's get into Alfred. Okay, Alfred. I fucking love this Alfred. This was a great Alfred. It's fantastic. He had great chemistry with Ben. He had some great lines, some great dialogue, some great jokes, and because the character of Alfred is really important when it comes to Bruce Wayne. He is really important. That's where you really see the humanity of Bruce. It's an important character, and Jeremy Irons did a fantastic job. But here's the thing that pisses me off. Jeremy Irons has been acting for... No, Jeremy Irons has been acting since he was 12. 12 years old. This motherfucker is 65 years old. And honestly, all this guy does is just drama and action and adventure. He doesn't do comedies or romance movies or anything like that. This guy is literally just drama. Pretty much. He's pretty much just drama. Like, every now and then he'll try to join a franchise, but, like, mainly he's drama. And this guy is an Academy Award-winning actor. And I was fucking expecting an emotional fucking scene with Alfred. I was like... Because there was some buildup. If you really listen to what Alfred says to Bruce a few times, like, it sounds like a joke, but deep down, he's like fucking like, he's kind of pissed at Bruce. Like, he does not like what Bruce is doing right now. And I was like expecting like an emotional scene like in The Dark Knight Rises with Alfred and Christian Bale, like before Alfred leaves, and we pretty much never fucking see him again in the whole movie. That was like a type of scene I was waiting for, and we never really got it. Like, yeah, we have that scene when he's in the abandoned Wayne Manor, which, by the way, there's a lot of shit about this Batman we still do not know of. And it's a little annoying, kind of. It is. Like, they didn't even touch on the Robin thing. We don't know what the fuck happened to the Wayne Manor. Like, people say it was run down. That shit looked burnt down. That shit looked like it fucking was burning. I don't know about you, but that shit looked like it was burned down. And I was like, well, what the fuck happened to Wayne Manor? And we don't really know. All right. Now let's get a little bit into Superman. First thing, I really, really like Man of Steel. I think that was a great movie. The only problem I have with that movie is bad dialogue. Like, that is my only problem with that movie. For the rest, I love that film. And I gotta say, though, I think they did a terrible job with Superman in this movie. Terrible. Like, the first movie, like, a lot of people complained that he was mopey and dark and all that stuff. But for Man of Steel, that made sense, what the story was trying to do. Because he couldn't stand out. He had to blend in, like, be in the shadows. So he had to be quiet, moody, and just not, like, act with other people. But in this film, he's out. He's open. Everyone knows who the fuck Superman is. And I just think it was just a wasted opportunity to not show, like, kind of like a bit of Superman from the comics. Like, there's a great freaking scene when Superman saves a girl from a burning fucking building. That could have been a really nice scene. Like, he actually talks to the girl, like, back and forth. That would have been great. That would have been fantastic. Like, all you gotta do to fix his character all you have to do is just have a scene when he's interacting with the people he's saving. That's it. That's so easy, too. It's so fucking easy, and they don't do it. And it's so stupid. Now, let's get into the Senate building thing. When that happened, I was like, holy shit. That was cool. Like, that just completely surprised me. I did not see that coming, and it just happened. But here's the thing. If you really think about it, it was fucking pointless. It was fucking pointless. I was expecting, like, right after that thing blew up, right after the building blew up, like, the news was going to be saying, Superman fucking killed all those people. He fucking blew them all up. We all hate fucking Superman. Nope. No, they were like, oh, it wasn't Superman. It was Scoot McNairy's character. Like, I was like, really? Then what the fuck was the point of that? And that brings me back to the Lois Lane thing. I just hate how badly this was. How badly executed this was. Fucking the African thing. After that, people really did not like Superman because he was interfering with other shit, and people just did not like it, and they were kind of pissed off at him. That was caused by Lex Luthor. That whole thing was Lex Luthor's, like, ideal situation. He wanted all that shit to happen. He wanted the people to hate Superman. Then, in the Senate building, who blew it up? Lex did. Lex blew it up. All the shit that Lex was doing in this film was so that the people hated Superman. And really, not many people figured that out because it was just terrible storytelling. But it was all Lex. Everything Lex did in this movie was to make sure the public, and to kill Superman, but to make sure the public hated Superman. And people didn't really get that because it wasn't good storytelling. All right, now let's get into the fight scene. The fight scene. That was fantastic. That was a great fight. Granted, the last 3 years waiting for this fucking fight, I was kind of hoping it was going to be like 15 to 20 minutes. We got like 10, I guess. And it only took place in one fucking building. But that was a really emotional scene, though. Oh my god, this was my favorite part in the fucking movie, is when, like, Batman was, like, punching him in the face. And he's like... And, like, Batman's like, okay, let's everyone just calm the fuck down. Let's just relax now. And he just fucking, like, Superman just, like, flies at him. I was like, oh, that was, like, fucking funny. But, like, Ben's face was like, all right, just fucking calm down. All right, relax. I just thought that was great. Some people are mad about how the fight ended. I was fine. I was fine with it. It didn't really bother me. Granted, Superman would not have been saying, you're letting him kill Martha. He'd be saying, you're letting him kill my mom, but I have to admit, though, that fight scene, just another just fantastic scene with Ben. Like, he killed that scene. Like, that was a very emotional scene. He was very angry. Oh, it was a great scene. But I will admit, I wasn't a fan on how they started fighting. I really wanted these two to, like, I wanted Batman to have a reason to fight Superman, and I wanted Superman to have a reason to hate Superman and, like, hate him so much that he wants to fight him. But no, it was like just Superman like I don't want to fight, man. I just need your help. And, like, Batman's like, nah, I'm fighting you, son. You're gonna fucking take it, motherfucker. And like, it's something I'll get over, sure, but I just thought they could have came up with something better, you know? Like, I don't know, it's like they didn't really put too much thought into it, I guess. What else? The Doomsday fight. I did enjoy that a lot, actually. That was really cool. I don't really know why they didn't make Doomsday look a little bit more like he was in the comics. It was kind of close, but, like, I just don't understand why they didn't just, like, go full bloat with it, you know? But whatever, you know, not everything's perfect. Some people just say he just shows up and all that shit, like, in a way, but there was setup. It wasn't like he just came out of fucking nowhere, you know? Like, there was setup to it. There was, like, build up a little bit. What else? Wonder Woman. I'm going to get into the good stuff later in a bit. But the fight was just a whole lot of lights and shit. Like, just a lot of It was like if fucking Michael Bay directed this. Like, you know? Like, I just didn't, like, I don't know. And they made it, like, really clear that no one is getting fucking killed in this movie. Like, they made that perfectly clear. Like, they kept saying it over and over again. Oh, but it's not a work day, so people aren't working. Oh, they're on the islands, and no one's on those islands. Like, they made it pretty fucking clear that, like, no one's gonna die in this film. And then I was like, okay, like, whatever. Like, it fucking matters. Like, people are gonna die in these movies. It happens. Jesus Christ. Now, let's get into the big reveal of the film. Superman dies. And they kind of shoehorned in that comic book, Death of Superman. They kind of shoehorned that in there a bit. I will admit, when I was watching it, it was ballsy. I thought it was very ballsy. But the fact that they made the dirt move, I just thought, are you shitting me? The fuck? Like, what the hell is the point of that? I honestly think it would be a much better thing if Lois got killed. I don't know why, but I just feel like if Lois got killed, that would have been a fantastic ending because people were like, "Oh my God, what's gonna happen with Superman? Oh my God, is this gonna lead into Injustice: Gods Among Us and all that shit?" Like, I just thought that would have been better because, like, it's gonna be fucking pointless. Okay, now let's get into the things I love. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit quick because I kind of went on this for a while. This has been a long video. All right, first thing, I gotta repeat it again. Ben, you fucking did it, man. You made all those haters say, "Oh shit, I was wrong. He's awesome." You fucking did it, man. Rooting for you for the last 3 years, and you fucking did it, man. Fantastic. Way to go, Ben. You're the man. Wonder Woman. I really enjoyed this character. She was very mysterious. I still don't know if Gal Gadot can perform this character that much, but still, badass character. Her fight with Doomsday was great. And one of my favorite things about the fucking movie was Wonder Woman's theme song. Like, you know. That was sick. That got me pumped. I got me pumped for that fight because of that song. Great way to go, Hans Zimmer. You killed it with Wonder Woman's theme song. What else? Oh my God. Let's talk about the bat fight. The Batfire. Are you fucking kidding me? That was a Batman fight right there. That was a Batman fight. Like, holy shit. Are you kidding me? That was straight out of the comics. That's exactly how you imagine Batman fighting. That's exactly how you imagine him fighting. Fantastic. That was like straight out of like the Arkham games. And like, you can really tell, like, he does not show any mercy. Any mercy. He's like, I don't care if your leg is broken for like 6 months or you get the worst concussion. I'm fucking stopping you like that. Did not matter. Like, holy shit. It was incredible. What else? Oh, let's get into the nightmare thing first. The nightmare scene, that was cool. That fight was great. I loved it, but I have to admit, the execution on what it was fucking stupid. Like, it was a dream, and so in his dream, he got knocked unconscious in his fucking dream. So he was sleeping, and in his dream, he was sleeping. Like, the fuck? The fuck? And then he wakes up, and the Flash, played by Ezra Miller, is like in like this white portal, and I don't know what the fuck he was wearing. Like, it was like a Flash outfit because you see the logo, but he had some fucking like helmet shit going on. I don't know what the fuck it was. We'll probably find out later. When I first saw that, I was like, really? Like, you're gonna throw it in like that? But the more I think about it, the more that became one of my favorite parts of the film, and how cool that is actually. Because a lot of people don't know what the fuck that meant. What Flash was saying, like, Lois is the key. You were always right about him. Fear him. I know exactly. It took me a while to figure out what he was really saying, but I know exactly what he was going for. That is leading up to the Injustice: Gods Among Us storyline, which is just fucking amazing storyline. I'm just gonna give you like a downplay of it. So there's two universes. Let's say one is ours, A is ours, and B is another one. Now both these universes has a Superman, a Batman, a Wonder Woman, and all that shit. And in universe B, the other one, there's Superman. His Lois Lane was killed by the Joker, and Superman straight up kills the Joker. Straight up kills him. And Superman's like, you know what? He's so angry. He's like, you know what? Like, this world, like, their way is wrong. And so he kind of like takes control of the world. Not like in like a horrible apocalyptic kind of way, but like our government's gone, like we don't have a president. It's like just all Superman and Justice League, like looking after us and keeping order. And now you may think that's a good idea and all that, maybe. But like over time, Superman just got more and more mad. Like he just got angrier and angrier at humans. And he just after a while, he just became like a villain. He became a villain. And now back to our universe. Our universe has a Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and all that. And something happens, like there are different incarnations, but something happens to bring our heroes to that universe where Superman is controlling everything. And there's like this huge fight and all that crap. And it's just a great storyline. And it's just be something that we have not seen. and it's fantastic. I hope that's exactly what they do. Let's see. What else? Now, when Lex Luthor is in prison and the lights were flashing, I honestly thought, I was like, no way. Because like everyone was thinking about it. I was like, holy shit, dude, is fucking Jared's gonna pop out? Is the Joker gonna pop up? And it was Batman, which is cool. But like I was like, oh my god, if the fucking Joker pops up, I was like, this is my favorite movie. But it was Batman, and it was a cool scene. It was a great scene. Like it was very intimidating, and you kind of got scared of Batman a bit. And like he's like about to brand Lex. I kind of wanted him to brand Lex, but he didn't. He's just starting to punch in the wall. I kind of wanted him to brand Lex because I don't know. I kind of thought that would have been cool. What else? Oh, okay. So I guess I'll end this video on the Justice League cameos. I thought the idea of what they did for the other members, I thought that was actually smart. I thought that was smart. Like how they're all on like this file in LexCorp, and like there's like videos of them. I thought that was smart. I did. I thought that was pretty smart. But how it was executed, I will admit, was kind of stupid. Like Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, is like just sitting at her laptop, and she's like just going over emails. I know it kind of sounds like a dumb scene already. And like she gets an email from Bruce, and it's the photo that he found in Lex's like hard drive or whatever. And it was like, "Is this you? Who are you? How is this possible?" I was like, "Really? You fucking doing this through email?" I was like, "What the fuck?" And then you see another link that he sends her, which is the other members of the Justice League. Now, for the videos themselves, where you see the characters, I like most of them. I like the majority of them. The Flash, I don't see how you can fuck up that one. Like, that one's just basic. But it was good. I liked it. It was definitely a Flash type thing to do. Cyborg, I like Cyborg. Some people, either you liked it or you didn't with Cyborg. I liked it, and it was cool to see the guy from Terminator, Judgment Day, that he plays the father. That was cool. And Aquaman, I gotta admit, Aquaman was, for me, it was like when he just came up. It looked kind of awkward. It did. It looked awkward. And Jason Momoa looked like he was like holding his breath. I just thought it was kind of awkward. But I have to admit, for this film in general, I like the Justice League stuff in this film. I thought the Batman v Superman movie, the Batman v Superman stuff was kind of wasted. They wanted to, like, they are more focused on the future films, which is not a really good path to go. I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping, 3 years from now, like when we see all the other DC movies, like the Justice League and all that crap, we look back and Dawn of Justice like, oh wow, they were doing a lot of cool things in this movie. That's what I hope that happens. But something tells me, like, nothing's gonna fix like the messy plot. But still, keep in mind, I still enjoy this movie. I still liked it a lot. I had fun, and I'm still very excited for the future DC films. Very excited. Hell, this movie got my friends to want to go see the Wonder Woman movie. That means they did a good job, in my opinion. So I would give this movie a 7.4 out of 10. Still good. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you thought of Batman v Superman. Alright guys, that's all the time I have. As always, you stay classy. I'm Kevin Smith, the movie dealer, and goodbye.